Earth, our home, is the third planet from the Sun. It's the only planet known to have an atmosphere containing free oxygen, oceans of water on its surface, and of course, life. Earth is the fifth largest of the planets in the solar system. It's smaller than the four gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, but larger than the three other rocky planets, Mercury, Mars, and Venus. Earth has a diameter of roughly 8,000 miles and is round because gravity pulls matters into a ball. But it's not perfectly round. Earth is really an oblate spheroid because its spin causes it to be squashed at its poles and swollen at the equator. Water covers roughly 71% of Earth's surface, and most of that is in the oceans. About a fifth of Earth's atmosphere consists of oxygen, produced by plants. While scientists have been studying our planet for centuries, much has been learned in the recent decades by studying pictures of the Earth from space. While the Earth orbits the Sun, the planet is simultaneously spinning on an imaginary line called an axis that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole. It takes Earth 23.934 hours to complete a rotation on its axis and 365.26 days to complete an orbit around the Sun. Earth's axis of rotation is tilted in relation to the ecliptic plane, an imaginary surface through the planet's orbit around the Sun. This means the northern and southern hemispheres will sometimes point towards or away from the Sun depending on the time of the year, and this changes the amount of light the hemispheres receive, resulting in the seasons. Earth's orbit is not a perfect circle, but rather an oval-shaped ellipse, similar to the orbits of all the other planets. Our planet is a bit closer to the Sun in early January and further away in July. Although this variation has a much smaller effect than the heating and cooling caused by the tilt of Earth's axis. Earth happens to lie within the so-called Goldilocks zone around the Sun, where temperatures are just right to maintain liquid water on our planet's surface. Earth was formed at roughly the same time as the Sun and other planets, some 4.6 billion years ago, when the solar system coalesced from a giant rotating cloud of gas and dust known as the solar nebula. As the nebula collapsed because of its gravity, it spun faster and flattened into a disk. Most of the material was pulled towards the center to form the Sun. Other particles within the disk collided and stuck together to form even larger bodies, including Earth. Earth might have started off as a waterless mass of rock. It was thought that because of these asteroids and comets flying around colliding with the Earth, conditions on early Earth may have been hellish. But in recent years, new analysis of minerals trapped within ancient microscopic crystals suggests that there was liquid water already present on Earth during its first 500 million years. Radioactive materials in the rock and increasing pressure deep within the Earth generated enough heat to melt the planet's interior, causing some chemicals to rise to the surface and form water, while others became the gases of the atmosphere. Recent evidence suggests that Earth's crust and oceans may have formed within about 200 million years after the planet took shape. Earth's atmosphere is roughly 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen, with trace amounts of water, argon, carbon dioxide, and other gases. Nowhere else in the solar system is there an atmosphere loaded with free oxygen, which is vital to one of the other unique features of Earth: life. Earth is the only planet in the universe known to possess life. The planet boasts several million species of life, living in habitats ranging from the bottom of the deepest ocean to a few miles into the atmosphere, and it is believed far more species remain to be discovered.